Okay, hello class. Today we're going to be covering lecture for lesson 12. So on page 50, if you all want to open your books to page 50, you have the review of high frequency briefs and phrases. So I would definitely make a chart or flashcards using these high frequency briefs and phrases. So just remember, up to this point you've learned A is A, R is initial R, B is initial B, can is initial K, have is initial SR, I is EU, if is TP, in is TPH, is S, many is PH, the is T, will is HR, with is W. So you should already know those. And then you've got are the phrases. RT, have the VT, if the FT, in the TPHT, is the ST, on the ONT, will be is HRB, will the HRT, with the WT. Okay? And so make sure that you know these phrases. Inflected ending S is final S, final ES. For words ending in final S or ES, you're going to come back final S. Words ending in ED are going to be D. ING is G. Period is FPLT. Comma is RBGS. Question mark STPH. Okay? And so now we have a list of high frequency words written out. So I would just write them as I'm dictating them. Am is AM. AN, and SKP, at AT, back BAK, come KOM, did is DID, gone GON, had is HAD, her is HER, him is HIM, it is IT, it's ITS, man MAN, min, MEN, much, MUFP, not, NOT, of is OF, on is OPB, or OR, some, I have some, SOM. You have such, SUFP, than, THAN, them, THEM, then, THEN, thing, THING. You have up, UP, us, US, well, WEL, when, WHEN. Okay, so make sure you know those, and those are high frequency written out words. And then you have sentences on 11-3, and then you have notes that go with your sentences. Let me see if there's any briefs I can see in the sentences. If I can, number 17 is FIK. All one stroke, FIK. Meg, number 9 is MEG. Actually, I think you have to put, it's MEG with an asterisk, you all. You got to put the asterisk in there. Think of it as a proper name. You want it capitalized, so put the asterisk. It doesn't show it like that in your book, but in the notes, but it has an asterisk. Okay? Zoo. Zoo is ZAO. So zoo is S asterisk AO. Zoo. Make sure you know this. Just a minute, let me see. SAO asterisk. Sorry. And that's how you stroke zoo. Anything that ends in an OO is AO. Zoo. Okay. And then we're going to cover lesson 12. So lesson 12 is very important, you all. This has to do with the vowel usage. Okay. So make sure you open your books to page 53. A lot of students have a hard time with this lesson. It's just vowels, and they're very important because we use vowels every day. So open your books to page 53, lesson 12, so we can cover that. Okay, so lesson 12, I'm just going to read from the book, Vowel Usage, Writing by Sound. So it says, machine shorthand is basically a phonetic language. That is, most words are written according to sound. The following examples show how different spellings can have the same sound and thus use the same letter representation for that sound. So for example, we have the k sound. So we have cat, K-A-T, kid, K-I-D, kid. Then you have chained or chance, K-H-A-N-S, chance, dense, D-E-N-S. The next group of examples shows how the same spelling can have different pronunciations. These words are written according to sound. So we have the word gem. Gem is spelled with the G, but it's the J sound. So you're going to write J-E-M, and it'll give you the correct spelling in English. Gem. We have get out. G-E-T. We have edge, on the edge of her seat. E-J is the J sound, edge, but egg, we have the hard G. Egg is E-G. Stenotypists must develop a good ear for sound. Many words sound the same or similar. Your mind and your hands will have to be able to distinguish between all words. From now on, consonants will be represented by their English rather than stenotype. Equivalent, e.g., B will be written as B, not PW. So we're not going to talk about the B as a PW. It's now a B for the non-exercise portions of this text, okay? So words with unsounded vowels, when two vowels appear in the spelling of a word and only one is sounded, use the sounded vowel in the outline. So we have short A sound as in heart. Think of heart, it's spelled H-E-A-R-T, but we only pronounce the A, heart. So all we do is pronounce the A, that's all I'm going to write. You've got head. Head has an E and an A in the English spelling. We're just going to write H-E-D, head. We've got build. I built it myself. Or I will build a car. B-I. We hear the I, build. Okay? So you're only writing the vowel that you hear. Court, in a court of law. Court is spelled K-O-U or C-O-U. You just write K-O-R-T. Would it be wrong to write the K-O-U-R-T? No. So whichever you prefer. K-O-R-T or K-O-U-R-T. You've got tough. He was mean and tough. Just T-U-F. Okay? Even though it's spelled with O-U, we just pronounce the tough. So make sure that you know that. And so this is unsounded vowels. And so on page 54, 12-1, you have a word exercise. And so you've got broad. So on broad, you all, I'm just pronouncing the O. So broad is B-R-O-D, build, B-I-L-D, one stroke. Built, B-I-L-T, court, K-O-R-T. So notice that on 12-1, we're just writing the words and only the vowel that's pronounced, okay? So look at all those. Look at yearn, second to last on that second column, is Y-E-R-N, yearn. Young, Y-U-N-G, and I think you could write Y-O-U. Okay? Yes, they both come out, so whichever you prefer for young. So you already know you've been introduced to one of the words, spread, just S-P-R-E-D, spread, okay, just so you know. Thread is the same type of word, T-H-R-E-D, thread, okay? It has an E and an A in the English spelling, but we just pronounce the E. So word exercise 12-1 deals with just stroking the words and only writing the vowel that is pronounced, even though there's 2 vowels in that stroke, okay, or in that English portion of the word. So just remember, we only write the word that where the vowel is pronounced, only the vowel that's pronounced. And moving on, diphthongs. A diphthong, towards the bottom of 54, is the complex sound made by gliding 2 vowels into a single sound. Diphthongs are written as follows. So these are really, really important, you all, because remember, before we're only pronouncing the 1 vowel. These are combinations of vowels and they're pronounced differently. So diphthongs, a U equals A, A-W, A-U. So an example, raw. It's now going to be written R-A-U, ah. So all words are written A-U. Saw, I saw him, S-A-U. So now you have the ah sound is A-U. Because if I just write saw, S-A, I'm not pronouncing just the A. It's not sa, it's saw, ah. So A-U equals A-W, A-U, and it's written A-U on your machine. Taught, T-A-U-T. And then you have cause. His cause was unknown, K-A-U-Z. So make sure these are different. They have an A and a U. They're not just one vowel that's sounding one way. It's now a combination of vowels and it's a different sound. So these are very important. Make sure that you memorize the box on page 54. Oi is O-I. O-I. So like boil is B-O-I-L. Oi. Boy, B-O-I. Okay, because we don't have a Y on the final side, so the oi takes care of that, the O-I. Toil, T-O-I-L. And then you have toy. So just so you know, we're only pronouncing the oi. That's the oi sound. These are a little different. The ow is O-W, and you could write it O-U. You could write O-W words or O-U, and it's written with the O-U. So like the word cow, K-O-U, cow. Foul, F-O-U-L, foul. Now, N-O-U, now. Loud, L-O-U-D, loud. The oo words, the A-O, you have foot, F-A-O-T. So all words that have an O-O in it are going to be A-O, okay? Or all words that, yes, that have the double O, you're going to write with the A-O, okay, with those vowels. So we have moon has an O-O in the English spelling, so it's M-A-O-N. And then you've got book, B-A-O-K, and then you have soon, S-A-O-N. So it's mandatory that you memorize these diphthongs. A-U equals, for the A-W, the A-U is A-U. The O-I is O-I for O-I words and O-Y. O-U is the O-W, O-U, and it's the O-U in steno. O-O words are written with the A-O, okay? Usually it's, I think of it this way, usually this helps me. Remember, like raw, saw, taught. Usually those have an A and a U in the English spelling, so you're going to use the AU in your vowels. The owl, like cow, is spelled with an O, so you're going to use the OU if that helps. Sometimes it changes. Now has an N-O-W, so it's N-O-U, fowl, F-O-U, loud, L-O-U. So usually the rule of thumb is if there's an A-U, it's going to be in English spelled with an A-U or an A-W, and it's going to be A-U in steno. If it's got an O-U or O-W in English, then it's going to be O-U in steno. Okay, take advantage of the spelling. And so just at the top of page 55, you have some important statements there. So read it. You're going to read this to yourself, but let's go over it real quickly. It says the letter S at the end of a word can be pronounced final S or Z. In stenotype, it is generally written according to sound as illustrated below. So we have the word cause. Cause is written K-A-U-Z. It's spelled with an S, but I hear the Z. That's why it's K-A-U-Z. Clause, K-L-A-U-Z, because I hear the Z again. And then you have talk. We don't pronounce the L. Oh, I'm sorry. We have noose, double O, so N-A-O-S. Noose. Bus, B-U-S. Okay? Aw is also used in many words that have the ah sound, but not the spelling. The I in words such as walk and talk is not stroke because it is not sounded and its omission does not cause a conflict. So we have all, A-U-L, off, A-U-F. Those have to be written just as they are. Talk, T-A-U-K, walk, W-A-U-K. Remember, I don't say talk. I don't pronounce the L, so it's just ah. Talk, walk. Okay? So make sure that you read everything to yourselves. You have a word exercise on 12-2, incorporating the new all words, the new owl words, the ah, the ow, the oil, and the oo, the double O. So take your time, make your flashcards because that's a very, very important lesson, okay? I highly recommend it. And so what I'm going to do now is go over some of your homework words because it's kind of tough. It's a lot. So for your homework words, 11-1, 11-2, you all get some good practice. I'll write these down for you. Remember, it's just a review of what you've learned thus far. Find a focal point. Make sure your machines are hooked up. This is word exercise 11-1. And it's from your homework from last night. Put commas in between, and I'll try and write my words on my machine too. It's just a little hard to be sitting sideways. Let me see if I can fix my machine. Okay. Here we go, you all. Put commas in between, okay? Word exercise 11-1. Don't look at your books. Rim. Prim. Cram. Trim. Hem. Ran. Rant. Hen. Hand. 10. Tent. Tend. Con. Sin. Scent. Send. Shrill. Drum. Urge. Large. Barge. Gorge. Merge. Purge. Surge. Splurge. Sick. Stack. trek, truck, prick, pluck, crack, brick, lack, plum, box, wax, mix, six, lax, fix, locks, flex, hex, mush, crash, wish, trash, mash, flush, flash, dish, fish, itch, crutch, patch, match, latch, fetch. Remember, all these end in the CH, so you're going to write FP. Batch, twitch. You've got chance, chum, shun, sham, chill, char, shift, short, chart. And so just write them now. I'll randomly dictate them and just on your own, okay? Here we go. Cram, mix, lax, fix, tent, scent, dish, urge, merge, batch, twitch, prick, sham, brick, lack, chart, ran, hand, crash, itch, patch, switch, char, hem, tend, purge, stack, pluck, fix, switch, sham, churn, fetch, switch, chance, box, plum, crack, 10, tend, con, sin, shrill, drum, urge, gorge, merge, surge, mush, crash, wish, trash, 6, hem, hand, trek, truck, brick, rant, 6, latch, churn, crash, wish, patch, locks, LOX, flush. Okay, so those are all word exercises from 11.1. Make sure you write them and practice them as many times as you need to so that you're perfecting your words and being able to write them, okay? And so now these are going to be from 11-2. And so I'm going to write them because I want you to be able to see how to write them. So just bear with me. Let me just readjust my machine. And I'm on page 49, you all. I want you to see the steno outline of how they're written, okay? Here we go. I'm going across. Crutch. Job. Mash. Lit. Shell. Mart. Word. Trot. You have yet top. Skull. Fish. Out. Twitch. Jig. Chance. Girl. Fetch. Flex. Did. Kept. Smelt. Graft. Rug. Strut. Let me see, what was before graft? Graft rug? Just a minute. Oh, okay. Smelt. Sorry, some of these extra little strokes are coming out in there. And you have thrift. Craft. Shrill. Deft. Yell. Brat. Plot. Yell. Shaft. Jog. Brat. Part. far, grit, quip, swell, six, squirt, part, thrill, smog, squad, curd, urge, nip, mitt. Make sure that you know how to stroke these because like I said, this assignment wasn't included with any notes. So you have to look up how to stroke them, so that gets a little tough. Barge, snuff, flash, barge, rut, mush, had, nut, quip, lid, trim, plum, port, tent, clip, gas, loft, verb, rut, stop. Okay, so hopefully that's been a little helpful having the steno outlined, and I'll just try and dictate these without writing them. Okay, I'm having a hard time seeing, sorry. Here we go. Gas, loft, flash, port, hug, squat, got, skid, trash, gorge. Remember, gorge is the G sound, not the J. That's George. Gorge, gorge, G-O-R-J. Clip, get, curb, truck, jot, zip, staff, match, drum, quell, latch, hip, grub, bull, script, that, brick, slept, rim, prim, flap, box, short, rib, chop, weld, skid, jog, pig, deaf, drug, dirt, cram, frog. And so for your homework, you would have written them all across. So just take your time, you all. If you have a dictionary, if you don't know how to stroke a word, please ask me how, okay? And I'm just going to keep dictating, okay? Because words are so important. So if you hopefully can write them as fast as I can dictate and listen to this as many times as you need to, that's very, very helpful, okay? Here we go, some more words. Squirt, quip, curl, hex, large, short, gag, jot, patch, splurge, brig, nut, swell, 6, trim, send, rib, sham, hard, flag, belt, strip, kill, clip, jab, hid, smash, hard, mud, wet, plus, staff, jar, sprig, large, pet, dart. And then real quickly, I'm going to write these words. I want you to write them. I'm going to dictate them. Your review of high frequency, okay? These should come to you a little easier. They're high frequency and you need to know them and master them, okay? Here we go. I'm not going to write them on my machine, but I want you to write them. A, R, B, can, have, I, if, in, is, many, the, will, with, are the, have the, if the, in the, is the, on the, will be, will the, with the, have, many, is the, with, will be, on the, will the, have the, are the, A, R, B, can, have, I, if, in, is, many, the, will, with, are the, have the, if the, in the, is the, on the, will be, will the, with the. period, comma, question mark. Am, an, and, at, back, come, did, gone, had, her, him, it, its, man, min, much, not, of, on, or, some, such, than, them, then, thing, up, us, well, when. Make sure you know those, okay? Those are really, really important, you all. And then here we go. One more time. A, R, B, can, have, I, if, in, is, many, the, will, with, are the, have the, it the, in the, is the, on the, will be, will the, with the, am, an, and, at, back, come, did, gone, had, her, him, it, its, man, min, much, not, of, on, or, some, such, than, them, then, thing, up, us, well, when. Make sure you go over that, you all. And so what I'm going to do now is just focus on some of these sentences. And I'll start with lesson 9, okay? Lesson 9. I'm going to start at 40, 50, 60. Find a focal point, and here we go. Words that come out: love, these will be a little harder because they're lessons that are more advanced, okay? So I'm going to start at 40 words a minute, you all. I'm on page 41. I love it. I fixed it. I felt sick. I am back. Mom works hard. Mom and I left. The boxes are gone. Give her some gum. Did I mix them up? Mom put on her gloves. Sis splurged on the skirt. Put the gun on the ledge. The man acted charming. The judge warned the man. I mended the 6 torn shirts. The black cat licked her hand. And then lesson 10, give her some cash. The fish are in the pond. Are the fish in the pond? Did Mitch brush the dog? The cat scratched its itch. I will catch some fresh fish. I botched up the job. Give him a chance. Mom put it on the charge card. Will the latch be locked? The latch will be locked. Is the switch on? The switch is on. Is the trash in the back? Many are with the dashing man. Are the dishes washed? I wish I had watched it with her. If the clutch is worn, fix it. The truck is in a ditch. I stretched it and pulled it. 50 words a minute. I love it. I fixed it. I felt sick. I am back. Mom works hard. Mom and I left. The boxes are gone. Give her some gum. Did I mix them up? Mom put on her gloves. Sis splurged on the skirt. Put the gun on the ledge. The man acted charming. The judge warned the man. I mended the 6 torn shirts. The black cat licked her hand. Give her some cash. The fish are in the pond. Are the fish in the pond? Did Mitch brush the dog? The cat scratched its itch. I will catch some fresh fish. I botched up the job. Give him a chance. Mom put it on the charge card. Will the latch be locked? The latch will be locked. Is the switch on? The switch is on. Is the trash in the back? Many are with the dashing man. Are the dishes washed? I wish I had watched it with her. If the clutch is worn, fix it. The truck is in a ditch. I stretched it and pulled it. And then this is at 60. Include your punctuation, okay? I love it. I fixed it. I felt sick. I am back. Mom works hard. Mom and I left. The boxes are gone. Give her some gum. Did I mix them up? Mom put on her gloves. Sis splurged on the skirt. Put the gun on the ledge. The man acted charming. The judge warned the man. I mended the 6 torn shirts. The black cat licked her hand. Give her some cash. The fish are in the pond. Are the fish in the pond? Did Mitch brush the dog? The cat scratched its itch. I will catch some fresh fish. I botched up the job. Give him a chance. Mom put it on the charge card. Will the latch be locked? The latch will be locked. Is the switch on? The switch is on. Is the trash in the back? Many are with the dashing man. Are the dishes washed? I wish I had watched it with her. If the clutch is worn, fix it. The truck is in a ditch. I stretched it and pulled it. And so you all, that's page 41 and page 46, so you can read back to see how you did. Okay, so keep practicing those, you all. Remember, you got to get 4 60-word per minute tests. They are familiar. So it's going to be sentences 1 through 12, lessons 1 through 12. So just keep practicing, listening to everything as many times as you need to, okay? Have a great day, you all.